We begin with some breaking news that we are getting on the broadcast at the top of 3 p.m. This is shifting the focus to Karnataka now as DK Shivakumar has raised questions about the Mangaluru blast case probe. He has in fact gone on to raise suspicions that this entire case was in fact put to light and it was done to divert attention from what he has said, the investigation into the voter data theft controversy. Now, he goes on to claim, and I'm quoting him here, that some fellow might have done some mistake. Who asked the DG to declare him a terrorist without investigation? How many days did they do an investigation for? These are the questions that DK Shivakumar is raising. He also goes on to say, was it like what had happened in Delhi, in Mumbai, or even in Pulwama?
He said there is a big terrorist. Who are the terrorists? Please let me know. Who asked the DG to declare himself that is a terrorist without an investigation? What investigation did they did? How many days did they took? Was it a terrorist act like what happened in Mumbai? Some fellow might have done some mistake. We don't tell. But how you are trying to project it?
Why do you think the government was doing that?
Why? Because the vote gate. They wanted to steal the votes in the history of Indian politics.
Taking this across to my colleague Harish, who now joins us on the broadcast. Harish, this isn't something new that DK Shivakumar has raked up. He'd earlier as well spoken about this entire data theft and to do with the vote theft that he's talking about. And he's now connecting it to the Mangaluru blast. While there are some serious questions that he's raising, but undermining the blast probe is, of course, going to get the government in the state baying for Congress's blood, considering the statement has now come out.
Absolutely. DK Shivakumar here raising two issues here. One, he perhaps is raising questions on whether the blast itself was a diversionary tactic.
Yes.
Second, he's also asking how did the DGP the very next day decide or conclude that this was an act of terror and the man who was lying in the hospital bed was the terrorist. And he's saying this was done without any investigation, and he's saying the fact that this was announced the very next morning indicates that this was set under pressure and not anything coming out of the investigation leading to this kind of a statement. He's saying this was done because it was a diversionary tactic to ensure that the attention that the voter data theft controversy was getting somewhere in a way is eroded and all the focus shifts towards the Mangaluru blast. Remember, this is something that might corner the Congress party. This is an act of terror. The NIA is now probing this.
Yes.
This is a man who's been arrested in this case, who is known terror accused, who was absconding. So coming out and saying that someone might have done something small indicates that the Congress party doesn't believe that this was a sinister plan that could have taken hundreds of lives if indeed Sharik had managed to go ahead with this plan and plant this ID at a place which had a higher footfall. Thankfully, it went off accidentally inside an auto, but imagine the kind of damage it could have caused if it was a place that had a lot of people. So undermining or saying that this was something small committed by someone perhaps raises questions on what is the seriousness that the Congress party attaches to the safety of common people.
Right, Harish.